everything right. Headphones. I ordered another ring light, so maybe I'll be able to stop looking all crusty.
That's not possible.
Uh, all right, guys. I know we just started the stream, but we're gonna end it right now.
Are we actually live? And so they caught me saying that live.
oh, yo! As we go live, my dad is calling me. Oh my god. So what's
Yeah,
up? I'm
I guess that's.
answering.
But basically, you ever see? It's like that. You ever seen that thing with the news reporter, and she's staring into the camera. She doesn't know they're live yet, and she's like, "I'm so pale," and there's
Yeah,
a,
I thought that was funny.
she's like, "I'm
My
so
dad really
pale."
wants me to call him. Oh man.
I guess mute yourself. I'll just.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Watch. It's gonna take like 3 seconds too. How do I even mute this? Here we go.
Welcome back to the greatest Colloquium cactus in existence. You have me, Vanguard, the strongest man in the universe, he who guards the guardians. And along with me for the ride, for the little adventure in bad taste, you get that? See what we did there? We have the human calculator with the numerical nomenclature. Raytron 1, 2, 3. Now, the man with a plan and the ultimate Nas fan, the electric jolt EJ cannot be with us today. Uh, he's a hard-working man. He's got kids to support. EJ has about 6 children. EJ is a hardworking man who just has dedicated his life to the cause of I don't know, just getting extra cash. So he's trying to hit a lick. Um, yeah. Me myself, I used to be like that. I used to work crazy hours, but now I've settled down. I'm trying to focus on my creative endeavors. Still have a job. Like I'm not going to tell anybody to go quit their job so that they can tell them they're going to be rich. If only they quit their job and go do drop shipping or something. That's how you get rich. The thing that various YouTubers are telling thousands of other people to do will make you rich. You the 3 millionth person to do it, will luck into the secret and become super rich thanks to drop shipping or investing in some crypto scam or something. Quit your job. Yeah, take your life savings and put it into crypto. Well, anyways, um, yeah, EJ could not be with us today because he's a hardworking man.
That's when you find
Um,
out I wasn't muted the entire time.
no, no. I was just talking about the idea of quitting your job to become rich. I was like, quit your job and invest all your savings into into a crypto scam.
People don't
Well,
understand. Like, there's no get rich quick scheme. Like, all those gurus who tell you all those things, like, oh man, it's one simple trick, drop shipping, Amazon FDA,
I
all
literally
all them
I
shits, bro. All of them
just,
shits. It's mad work. It's
just
not.
mentioned
It's not
shipping.
done. No, you're gonna be out here. You're gonna be sourcing products. You're gonna be fucking running ads. You're gonna be doing shit.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
it's not. You're not gonna be doing like very little amounts of work until you put in all that other effort to be able to get to the point where you can do little amounts of work. You know.
yeah. You're pretty much starting a business, but they don't realize that you're literally starting a business. Except the difference between you starting your business and like, a basic, it's like you're doing a lot of the work that the business would outsource to other people by yourself
Oh my
because you
god.
usually don't have the money to really hire people to do it for you. So you're doing a lot of that shit by yourself at first, at least. If you're willing to grind and go for it and you have the money to, like, the only way I'd suggest doing drop shipping is if you, like you said, you're aware there's going to be a lot of work and you have the time to stop
I don't
working for.
suggest doing dropshipping at all. Actually,
I wouldn't, but if you're going to do it, I feel like you should have some time set aside and you should have some money already so you can chill on that money and just put you just hit the ground running, pedal to the
all right.
metal,
This is
do
why I
whatever.
don't recommend dropshipping for you. It's like say me and you do dropshipping right now, right? Say we both get the same product and we're like advertising it. We have our own website or whatever. It's like there's just I know it's gonna sound funny, and this is what the gurus always say. Like, people gonna tell you it's saturated. It's saturated. It really is. I'm like, yes, you can find some success there, but you're going to just be constantly making new pages, doing this, doing it over and over again. You're never gonna. It's never gonna be passive. It's not like you're gonna start drop shipping fucking dog bowls one time, and you're just gonna constantly have a source of income from these dog bowls. Because the second you stop paying attention and stop running ads for those dog bowls, someone else is gonna start running their ads for their dog bowls, and it's gonna overtake your ads, and not gonna see revenue from those dog bowls anymore. It's just shit like that. So that's why I don't recommend you do it. Like, if you want to start selling a product, you want to like genuinely sell, like, I don't know, fitness gear. Like, you can make a brand, right? Like, you could make a brand around fitness gear. You could start sourcing fitness gear, and then you're like, all right, cool. People are gonna come to my page for fitness gear, right? That I feel like that's a better method than just drop shipping random shit, because like I said,
I mean, that way
it's
you're still
weird.
kind of drop shipping because you can easily buy random fitness gear and slap your logo on it.
The reason it's different from drop shipping is like you just like pick a random item, right? And like they don't have to be any correlation to the items that you're selling. But when you're making a brand, you're like it's kind of like you're becoming a Target, where it's like, Target's known for fucking clothes or whatever. So it's like, damn, I want new clothes, and you think of, oh, I'm gonna go to Target. It's like that's what making a brand does, and that's the point where a lot of these gurus, they won't tell you that you should make a brand for yourself. Even if you are drop shipping random shit, like, you have to brand that item so people think, oh, those random item, those beer coolers, like, you put your name on it, and you're like, oh yeah, these are the fucking Raytrons. Like, I got them from this website, and like every time anyone sees it, if it's all over TikTok, people don't thinking, oh, it's a beer cooler. They're thinking it's the Raytron. So like they go to my website to do that, right? That's the part that they're not telling you. It's it's kind of goofy overall.
Yeah, I mean, the real secret to being successful with drop shipping is to stop drop shipping and then make a course telling other people how to drop ship.
I mean, that is true. That is true. Like, the reason that there's so many of these courses, it's not because everyone's just a fucking angel investor and they're like, bro, I'm doing so well for myself. I just want you to do so well for yourself. No, that's bullshit. It's bullshit. Like, come on. Like, I would like to believe that there's one or two people who are genuinely like that, right? But when you start seeing that it's a whole section on YouTube, that means it's lucrative. It means it's making them money. I don't even got to necessarily be making them a lot of money. Because
I mean,
once you realize on YouTube, you don't need to have 1 million subscribers to make a living on
you gotta
YouTube.
you gotta use your brain. If he's claiming he made so much money drop shipping, but he's not doing it anymore, then he's lying. Like, he would still be drop shipping. He would not be teaching other people how to do it. He would not be wasting his time doing that. He'd be focused on making money drop shipping. But clearly, he might either he wasn't making that much money, or he just realized it was way more lucrative to start selling courses. So then your first thought should be, oh, so the real end goal here is to do what this guy's doing. you know?
Yeah, like, you could, like, because, like, imagine, or not imagine, think about it. All these courses, it's not just for drop shipping,
Yeah.
clothing brands, websites, affiliate marketing. Oh man, follow my page. I'll show you 5 side hustles to make $1 million a month. Like, why the fuck are you here then, bro?
Well, you know what they say. If you can't do, teach. Yeah.
Man, teachers must hate that shit.
Get
Teachers
to
must hate that
teach.
shit.
Yeah, you just pretend to be knowledgeable about something. Like, there are so many cases of like someone acting like they're knowledgeable about something. Like, look, these red pill guys are a great example of that. I was just thinking about that the other day. Oh, let me see something. Yeah, okay. I don't give a fuck if I got a new match because bitches want to sit there and not answer your fucking messages.
Answer
Nothing is
me.
more annoying
Answer
than
me.
having
There you go.
those days, bro. Those days when I'd have like fucking, oh, this one actually is an actual. Let's see something. Where is this woman even from? She from Miami? I don't know. I interrupted the chat just to show to look at my fucking Tinder. But anyways, back to what I was saying. like these red pill guys, right? they they sit there trying to teach you how to be red pill. And then I'm always just thinking in my head, I'm like, it's always just like they always get exposed as like just being some random normal guy who cultivated some false personality and is out here teaching little kids how to act goofy. And we've met the results of those teachings. We've seen just how goofy a lot of these
Bro,
red
that
pill
nigga Andrew Tate is literally a character. Like, he's
yeah.
literally a character.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's like cuz like even like my most recent experience was really just making me think about how all that red pill shit is kind of dumb. Well, not the red pill shit. The red pill in its entirety, I don't think is dumb, but there are aspects of it I think don't that are stupid that
I
people
guess
run
the
away with.
idea of it isn't dumb, but
Yeah,
the way that
the
people are
alpha male,
executing upon it is not too nice.
the alpha male stuff, I think, is where the stupidity comes in because, like I said, I've seen so many examples of like relationships in which
Hmm, hmm.
there is a fucking alpha male, and it's like the last girl I interacted with. I wasn't trying too hard to act tough or seem cool or anything. I literally said okie dokie on the phone. I said okie dokie. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be there in like 15 minutes." I was like, "Okie dokie." And when she came, she mentioned that just how funny she found it, and she knew she was gonna be safe. The moment I said okie dokie on the phone, she's like, "Oh, this guy isn't gonna kill me." Okay, like she called me to see what I was like. So it's like,
You hear that? All you gotta do is say okie dokie. All you murderers out there, that's your
you
in,
say,
bro.
"Okie dokie." So it's like when you're very chill and calm and you're not trying so hard to be dominant, it's like you'll be fine. Like you'll get your chance to be dominant when you guys actually get into the into the actual actings, the actual actions, into the actual
Never be
bedroom.
dominant.
Be
Never.
dominant all you want there. Heck, you
Never
don't
be
even have to
dominant.
just chill. I mean, I almost got what I wanted, but apparently it was leg day, so she couldn't do that. But anyways, that's it. It's like yeah,
You wanted them to skip leg day, bro?
yeah. I mean, I did some legs today. Did some legs today. But yeah, it's like
I did that once. I did leg day and then tried to do the thing. Oh, what a mistake! What a mistake!
yeah, my leg cramped when I was,
Caught
but
the
you know,
illest cramp, bro, on both my legs.
yeah,
Both. Yo, bro, you ever just been I gotta stop.
yeah, that's happened to me before.
I was
It's
like,
happened-
bro, I was just lying on my back. I was like, I can't move, bro. Don't touch me.
Okay, why was it that bad? Like
Nah,
that's
shit was
crazy.
intense, bro.
That's crazy.
Intense.
But
It was gross. It was gross.
yeah, like the can't do can't teach. If you can't do, teach. Or it's more like I don't even think it's like if you can't do, teach. It's more like if it's more like to make money, pretend and then teach. You know, it's like pretend to be an expert of something and pretend you can teach other people how to do that thing, and there will be no end to the amount
You
of
don't
money
even
you
need to
can.
do all that, bro. Just pretend to be rich, and you will get sponsors.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah, that's
bro,
the other
people have
thing.
done that. People have done that. Like, there was a whole YouTube video about how this guy pretended to be rich, and then he just started getting sponsors, and he was like, "I'm now an Instagram influencer because I pretended I already was one."
Yeah, people have been doing that for ages. The whole socialite thing. Like you have all those stories of those socialites who would stay in hotels for. There was a woman she was living like years in hotels, living free, running up bills because everyone thought she was a socialite and she would pay them eventually. Like, and she would borrow money from people. That's how she was living her life for years until she got in trouble. And it's just like, you know, it's that easy. That's all you just it's that easy. Just put forth an idea of something and you will succeed. Like it's not even that like I don't think it's not like I think the whole alpha like I do think if you act confident and you act like you have like confidence in yourself and strength and maybe even just a little bit of toxicity, I think you'll do great. I think you'll do great.
You'll do
I
fine,
think,
son.
but at the same time, the stupid shit they're trying to teach you is like overdoing it, and you're just gonna look like a fucking idiot. Like it might work for some women who are not right in the head, and you're able to scoop them up. But for the vast majority of women, they're just gonna think you're a weirdo. Like I've literally heard girls talk about the strange interactions they'll have, where a guy will just like. I'll give you an example, right? A girl was telling me a story about how she linked with some guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's funny because when I linked with this girl, the last thing I said to her after when I got to New York was, "Hey, I'm back in New York. Thanks for a great time." Blah blah blah. And she's replied, "Oh, thanks, you sweet man." Yada yada yada. Right. And then I didn't talk anymore. I feel like there was no need
Dude,
to further conversation.
like you're not gonna
Right.
see her again.
Yeah. And even if I do, I might as well just talk to her around the time that I'm gonna see her again. Like, see if she even remembers who I am. But this other
She hit
girl
you
was
with that
telling
new number. Who this?
me. Another girl hit me with a story. She was telling me a story where I think she was with some guy or she met some guy, and he's like, I don't think they even had seen each other yet. And he started acting possessive. Like he's like, I want you to be mine and stuff like that. Like saying weird things that I guess he was trying to act dominant. And she was saying how, she's gonna block his number and stop talking to him. And I was like, yeah, that sounds smart because he's probably not right in the head, or he's like a real weirdo. I was like, you probably. And the
A
other
real
girls are saying,
goofball. That one.
yeah, I was like the other girls were saying you're probably gonna get kidnapped. And in my head, I was like, it's not like you're gonna get
It's not
kidnapped.
like
It's just that
that. It's just
he's gonna be a weird guy. Like you're gonna,
he's not. He's not as cool as he thought he was.
yeah, you're gonna go on a date with him, and he's gonna be doing a bunch of goofy stuff. He gonna ask you. He gonna be sitting there at the dinner table with you and be like, so what's your body count? And you're like, what the fuck? Like so.
Bro, what's your body count, bro?
Yeah,
Three
not that
three
much
thousand.
actually.
Three
Not that
thousand,
much.
easy, right? 3,000. I believe it.
I was watching this video since we're on the topic of red pill stuff. It wasn't even a video; it was like a short, and it was some old lady, and this girl was like, how old was this girl? She was very young. Maybe she was like 20 or 21 or something, and she had like
One.
four bodies or something, and the woman was like, somehow that's nothing to be proud of, and I was like, if she thinks that's crazy, I was like, she needs to, she's gonna have a hard time with a lot of the other body counts of all these other various women. I was like, if she thinks that's crazy, she's seen
Bro, you
nothing.
have a 4 million body count, bro? Why you capping for the? Why you capping, bro?
I would say I wish, but I don't. I actually don't wish I had a 4 million body count because,
Honestly, that's just like statistically, you would just have a disease at that point.
yeah, it's not even just that. It's like the more times you've been, just sleeping around like an idiot, is the more likely you've been inviting all sorts of drama and disarray into your life. Like it's just you're not gonna sleep with a bunch of women like that and not piss some of them off. Because you're gonna be hopping from woman to woman, you're gonna piss them off, and that's just inviting drama into your life. Let me see. I'm gonna actually reply to this person on stream. I'm gonna. I still can't tell if they're in fucking Miami though. Can't tell if this is Miami. I think this might be Miami. I'm still receiving Miami people.
Bro,
Hold
just
on.
reset your phone. Easy, reset your phone, bro.
You have to reset the phone.
No, I was
Yeah.
joking about that actually.
Yeah. Anyways, what do you think about all the red pill advice? Do you think there's some red pill advice that makes sense?
Um, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, of course there is, because there's always like inklings of truth in things, right? Just a little bit.
Yeah, repeat that.
There's just little tiny bits of truth in everything, and so like I'm not gonna tell you that you gotta stand there and hold masculine frame and never show anyone your underbelly. That shit's kind of goofy, but I will say that like you gotta pick and choose when you're vulnerable, kind of. Like you can't just be vulnerable to any which one body, right? Like that's a one way ticket to like getting your shit fucked up, bro. It's just the truth. Like
Hmm.
you will not survive. Not survive. That's the wrong word. You will
You're not.
not you will not garnish any respect if you're too vulnerable. It's just a fact. It fucking sucks, but it's a fucking fact. And I'm pretty sure most people have had that experience where they're like they started getting a little too open, and next thing they know, they lost all the respect they had. And like I said, I feel like just like you gotta have the people in which you spread out your vulnerabilities to, because if you're just super vulnerable, and like when I say vulnerable, I don't even mean like you're just telling them only the bad stuff that's going on in your life. Vulnerability isn't just only telling people the bad stuff in your life. It's just the fact that you are like letting people in and sharing kind of anything really. Um, So yeah, but the main point is yeah, if you have a significant other, mainly if you're a man, if you have a significant other and you're telling them everything, they're gonna lose a lot of respect for you, and it fucking sucks. It does, but they're going to, and I can't tell you why. I'm not a person of the opposite sex. I can't tell you why it happens, but I can as a man tell you that it does happen. It happens.
Yeah, I made a whole fucking video about it, about how you don't care about your tears and go help yourself and stop whining to people. But um, I feel like my secret is that I don't care. So I was like, I can be as vulnerable as I want because I don't care. Like I'm not being vulnerable to you because I need you to hold this for me and I need you. No, I'll just say whatever the fuck I want. And then for in that, I think women find it very attractive. Often, like the women I meet will like that quality about me that I just seem to give no fucks. Like I
I
just
don't even think that's being vulnerable
yeah. But I will literally say whatever I'm fucking feeling or thinking in a moment. Like, oh, that kind of pisses me off. Just things like
though.
that. I'll
See,
be like,
I
uh,
I know for a fact there are certain things though that you still wouldn't tell those people. You know,
not really, actually. I've told people crazy stuff. I've told people stories of like the biggest L's in my life, just out of nowhere, just something funny. Like, but I'll be laughing about it. Like I'll be laughing about the time I did something stupid. I'm like, oh, like I remember I was telling a story about how I went to this girl's house because we like I did something wrong. I'm gonna admit it was my fault. I did something wrong, and I was discovered. And then after being discovered, it was someone I was not supposed to be talking to, and there was reason for me not to be talking to this person. It made sense. And I was discovered in the act, right, or at least exposed. And I went to try and like win her back or whatever. And then I just ended up waiting out there for like a fucking hour and then going
looking
home.
like a
I was
goober.
just, yeah, I was just talking about how goofy that experience was, and how stupid I felt. And I was like, then I decided to never do anything like that again. Yeah. So like I will literally tell people anything. Like I just stopped caring a while ago. Yeah. And I think in that when people notice that you don't care about what they think more so, like you care to a degree, like you're not gonna try and make people uncomfortable or that kind of thing. But ultimately you don't care and their opinions of you don't really matter all that much to you. They look at you like you're some kind of superhuman. And there's like a level of power in there, I guess. I don't know. Like I
Man,
care more
I
about what
like
I
your words, bro. Just
huh?
sadness. Yeah,
Yeah.
you just a sad guy.
Sure. I mean, there's that. That's actually sharing sad things or things that happen to you with no expectation is a great way to get over a lot of shit and to make yourself comfortable
Honestly, I
with
feel
it.
that's why people talk on this like to internet people so much. Like it's just like wow, this person doesn't know me, and if I ever feel like this is like too much, I can just go away.
Yeah, you can just disappear.
So like I feel like a lot of people just they'll just do that. They'll just go away.
Yeah. If anything, I think the few content creators who I've seen tell people about how like guys who will be kind of in that manosphere space, like the ones that will tell you like to stop giving a fuck and to just like or to like focus on getting yourself right and the women come later. That's great advice. That is great advice because then when you're ready and you've done like all this self-development, it's not going to be all that important to you and you're going to be able to operate more smoothly because you're not so worried, you're not so filled with anxiety and desperation, you know,
They can smell
like
that, and
huh.
by they I mean people. People can smell desperation, bro. Like it's a turnoff. It's just a genuine turnoff when someone's like desperate for your attention. You're just like, relax, guy. Like it's not that serious.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, it's like yeah, it just makes you seem weird. Like they're wondering why are you so desperate. Like even some girls, some girls I work with were talking to me about how it's how cool I am, and part of it they were saying was because they feel like any other guy they were working with would have tried something by now or tried to come on to them. And I was just like,
Damn, they really don't think they shit stink, bro.
yeah. When I looked at it, I was like, well, there's nothing for me to gain. I was like, I don't have any time for any of that stuff. I was like, I just
Man, even if you
like,
had infinite time, it's just like, who are you?
Yeah, it's like I
Bro,
was just like,
y'all not that cute, bro. Relax yourself. Stop.
jeez.
I don't know though.
I,
I'm just
I was like, I don't have the time for this. Like, it's just like the way I look at things. I just wonder if it'll be a good use of my time, you know? And because that time you're not gonna get back. So it's like,
even you were saying this like, yeah, not worth.
yeah, it's like because even like with like I get it's like in my head I'm like, why go after coworkers? Like that makes no sense unless it's
I can tell you
like the
why. I can tell you why it
huh?
happens, not why you should, but like why it happens.
Yeah,
It's just vicinity, really.
yeah. I mean, the only one time I did it, it was because it was a layup and it was like literally right in front of me. So I was like,
Vicinity.
yeah. And even then, I still regretted it.
There's
But
many reasons that it happens,
yeah,
but not many reasons that you should be doing it. That's all I'm saying.
yeah. I don't like the vicinity thing. Even then, I like if you really can't resist, then I say go for it. If you feel like you're just gonna be thinking about it all the time, you might as well just rip the band-aid off, you know,
Ripping
or
off
quit.
band-aids.
Yeah,
Or quit. I mean, yeah, like if look, man, if you leaving your job, you got nothing to lose no more. It's not
yeah,
workplace harassment.
yeah. Because yeah, I remember there we were talking about there's a woman in the office that works with us, and according to them, and I mean I feel like I noticed this too with the eye contact, the long stares, and used to smile at me and then suddenly stopped. I literally think I really feel like there was a level of anger. Like it feels like the person I'm talking about is fucking mad at me or something. But they were talking about how when we were in this little office, every time that person walked past, they would look in and look literally straight into the part where I was sitting. And I wasn't paying attention, so I wouldn't see them. But according to them, that person kept doing that. And I was like, okay, maybe I might do it. It's like, hey, maybe I might go for it. I might just introduce myself. Because the other one, there's another one. There's a guy there that one of them likes. And they were talking about how's she gonna go up to him and say like, "Oh, I think you look good, and here's my number"? I was like, "Yeah, you could do that, but I can't." I was like, "If I do that, I'm gonna get in trouble." I was like, "You can get away with that, but I can't." I was
Yeah,
like, "I can't walk up to a female
bro,
coworker."
imagine that happens to you. You're like, nah, I'm good, right? Like you say, oh yeah, sorry, I'm not with that. You're not gonna go to HR and be like, that's unprofessional, and, and
Yeah,
just make a scene out of it,
yeah.
And like, I'm not telling you not to report people to HR. Like if they're genuinely making you uncomfortable, do what you gotta do.
I'm telling you not to report
No,
people
no,
to
no,
HR.
no. If they're making you
You're telling
genuinely
me
uncomfortable, like if they
if
do
the
some creepy shit,
yeah,
that's
yes,
different.
yeah.
If they're
But
just
if
like
all the person
if they're just
did
like
was
chatting with you like a normal person, nah, you gotta stop. You
or
gotta
even if
relax.
I'm literally I'm gonna take this. I don't care how this makes me look. If a person says to you, "You look good," or "You look nice," or "You look attractive," "You look cute," and your first thing is to jump to age, I feel like something's fucking wrong with you.
No, I agree.
I
I agree with you. I'm not gonna
yeah,
deny that. No, I agree with you.
if they didn't say something like you said, overtly disgusting, and try to like come or try to like degrade you, there's no reason to go to HR. I don't understand how that's harassment. I just don't see it. Or let's say they say it once and then like you obviously seem uncomfortable and then they keep doing it. Then I can see, you know. But
Yeah,
if it's like it's yeah,
but
yeah,
if like I said, if it's one time,
yeah. But if your first thing is to jump to HR and try to get that person to lose their job, I just don't. Well, hey, whatever.
but
You know,
as this one girl said to me, I can never understand how it feels to be her, and she's absolutely right.
you never understand to be what
How it feels to be her.
her, like the girl who gets all the attention.
Nah, like the person who was talking to me, because she was talking about how she feels so unsafe, right? And I was like trying to convince her, or like that, like she's not as unsafe as she believes, but that's damn near impossible. Because she looked at me and was
Well,
like, you're such a big guy," and like she was just such a small girl in her mind. It's like I was like, yeah, there's nothing you can do.
yeah. I mean, when you think about it, like when you live in a city, you actually are at a large risk. You're probably at more risk than you would be in smaller areas, but that's just because you're in such a large population. Yeah,
Statistically,
yeah.
nah, she was safe, especially like the area she was around. I was like, nah, you're good.
Well, the
You're
fact
good.
that she's in the city to begin with, actually, it raises the level.
Nah,
Yeah, crime rates in cities are actually way higher than like their neighboring towns and stuff. So yes, she would
due
be at more risk.
to
Yeah,
the number of people, but
yeah,
the frequency is not.
yeah. But then it's also, and then she would be more at risk for the frequency. Not more at risk, but what do you call it? What was I gonna say? What was I gonna fucking
What
say?
were you gonna say? I don't think you're gonna say
The
anything.
likelihood of her being brutalized is probably higher than you because the way you would get brutalized is either through an altercation with another person. It's not really, it's like it's more likely that you would get brutalized in that way. So
You
I
have
can
no
give her that.
idea.
Yeah. I mean, it's more likely in an altercation with another person. Maybe someone tries to rob you, something like that.
Rob me? Nah, they can't do that.
Yeah, but with her, it's like even the robbery thing is less likely than someone just fighting you, right? But with her, she can get stalked or something. Like it's more likely some shit like that might happen to her.
Nah, you're an
Yeah,
insane guy. Imagine getting robbed. That's goofy.
but yeah, I'll give her that. I'll give her that. That'll give her that. But I mean, yeah, men actually are more in danger. I try to explain this all the time. It's like men suffer more violent injuries from other men than women do all the time. So it's like this idea that statistically you are way more likely to be hurt than me is objectively false. Yeah. I was like, it's literally false. Like I'm like if you look at the list of like violent deaths in the city, I'm pretty sure men and black men actually are way up there. Black men are like damn near the top, you know? I think they are the top actually. I think they are. Like they make up the most the most deaths, I think, in America right now, like the most violent deaths are black males. Yeah. In terms of like regards to the population. Yeah. Like obviously white
I
men die.
always hate statistics because it's like there's
Yeah.
always a caveat that they're not mentioning. You know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I'm
Like
not saying that
white
you're doing that now, but it's like it's so hard to get an accurate read on anything because you
yeah.
always got to think is
Yeah. But
like is this
you
true?
you,
Like I
you
know this number is true, but are they telling me in the right context? It's
yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
annoying.
definitely. But this talking about all this reminded me of something where this girl talking to about how this idea that she's so unsafe. And I remember when you first told me about this, I was like, it sounds like she wants to be unsafe. Like she wants to create this fantasy for herself. And then it got me thinking about how women are so fucking obsessed with true crime. Like they love that shit. Like they love
They
watching stuff
absolutely do.
with other
I
women
like that
being
true
raped and
crime shit.
murdered. Other women being raped and murdered, they just sit there like, ooh, yeah. Like, they don't understand. I don't get it. Or I should say grapes. Like they really seem to love it. Like they be sitting there watching it with popcorn, like, you know? And I just really I wonder why. Like I've always wondered why. What is it? Like, I don't know. Is it that they get to live vicariously through these avatars and like imagine themselves in like vulnerable positions? Is that what it is? Do you think that's part of it?
I have no idea. I cannot even begin to tell you what the fuck is going on in their heads. I can't. I just don't know. Like I genuinely just don't know. Cause like I'm not even gonna sit here and say I've never watched one or never been interested in like when it comes on you're just like, sitting there you're just like but like I don't go seeking it out.
Yeah.
Like I
I mean,
don't be like I don't hear about that new true crime documentary and be like gotta go watch it. Oh, that
yeah,
new Jeffrey Dahmer, gotta go watch it. No, I
yeah,
don't. I'm not sitting here doing any of that shit.
yeah,
So I don't know. I don't get it, and I just don't understand.
yeah. Like I used to read about these things, and a lot of it was because to me it was an interesting. I was like, why like how do you reach that point where your brain starts to think doing those things are rational and make sense and are okay? I was just curious. Like I was like, how do you reach that level? And like it would always be interesting to read into their backstories and find out about them. And it's just like the crazy ways they would not get caught, stuff like that. Like I remember when I was talking to you about the BTK killer, and no, no, fucking no, it's not. What did he? It wasn't BTK. Ah, whatever. I think his name is BTK killer. I forgot what. I know it's blind something kill. Or is it BDK? Ah, whatever. Wait, hold on. Let me Google it. I can always just Google it because this man is a famous killer. People love reading about him.
Not me.
Yeah. I saw you reading about him the other day. You were
Nah, I can't read,
fantasizing.
bro.
You were fantasizing about doing his crimes.
Nah, bro, I can't read.
Yeah, the BTK killer. There you go. Let's see if I can find out. Oh yeah, blind torture kill. Yeah, and he gave himself that abbreviation. This nigga thought he was a fucking supervillain. Like so basically,
He was a super villain.
he was setting up like the fucking security software and like the cameras and shit that people were doing that people wanted because of him. He was walking around killing people, and they would hire him to set up the fucking equipment to keep them safe from himself. So he knew how to like disable their shit. He would come and disable their shit and then walk up in their house and just kill them. I was like, that shit sounds like something out of a movie, you know? Like
It
it's not.
does. It does. It sounds like we gonna get jobs at the bank, installing a security system, but I'm gonna put a back door in. So when I walk
Yeah.
in and all the cameras off, not gonna know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds like that. Sounds like some goofy shit like that, bro.
It's like you just wonder how you reach that like point. Like how do you reach that point? But these people, I feel like they developed like a fucking obsession, and they'll say stuff like the killer's being attractive. You'll see things like that, and I'm just like, what? And you even
It's not
see
even
the
just
killer.
killers, bro. Like, you remember that one guy? He got arrested and his mugshot was going around, and people was like, "Oh man, I'd let him do crimes." It was like, "Yo, that nigga's a criminal." Let me
Yep.
see. Let me see if I can find
Yeah, I
it.
mean, he had the blue eyes and stuff. And that's not the only time that's happened. There are many stories like that. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, here it is. Here it is. This guy. I'll put it up on the screen. Which one is
Yeah.
it? This one. Like, who is the most beautiful criminal? Like, apparently he got a modeling deal after this or something.
He fucking married a Harris.
It
That's the
was,
world.
and I mean, this is the example of a lucky break. Is like you went from a criminal to a modeling deal because people just thought you were kind of cute.
Yeah.
yo, yo, that shit's insane. That's insane. I can't help but laugh when I see some stupid shit like
Like
that.
I just wonder. Like I just really wish I could figure it out why they're so fucking obsessed. Part of it, I think, is I do think maybe there's an element of the living vicariously, like that element of like being completely at someone's mercy. I think there's a level of that in there because when you read the fiction, a lot of these people are into, there's always that element in their fiction of that like being completely at someone's mercy or something, or taming some wild murderous monster like some fucking werewolf or some shit.
I don't
Like
like
there's
that.
a they really
I don't
like
like that at
goofy
all.
shit like
Actually,
huh?
I don't like that at all.
Well, they'll read goofy stuff like that. Like I try to understand it. I'm just like I don't know because it's especially weird to me because I remember when I'd be reading books and some annoying romance would enter it, I'd get annoyed. I'd get annoyed and be like, why are they doing this? Can we just focus on the? Because I'm like, it'll be like some shit where some niggas, some niggas trying to save the world. I'm like, you don't got time to be worrying about no romance, man. Like the villain is winning. Like he's about to kill your.
Speaking of that specific thing, that's part of the reason I think Fate season 2 is worse. Like they would really be in the middle of investigating like some catacombs, looking for some like secret thing, and then they'd be like, "So, how was your date with that guy?" And I was like, "Nigga, bro, like you're on a stealth mission. What the fuck you do talking about your love life right now?"
Yeah.
And like even at the end of the season, bro, like they win, bad guys are no, it wasn't the end of the season. Fucking their principles turn out to not be everything they thought, and like their whole worldview is turned upside down. And thus they walk outside. She's like, "So that guy wants to make out with you. I'll be back." I was like, "No, no, no, no. You got mad shit to talk about right now. What the fuck you mean you're gonna make out with some guy right now? Like, yo, what the fuck are you doing?" And she got me heated,
Mm.
bro. I was like,
Yeah.
yo, what the fuck is going on?
Like, here's how you know. Here's how you know it's a. I googled hot criminal just to see, and it's like how many men are coming up. It's very interesting. It just shows you the audience for this thing. Hold on, we'll look up.
When I searched the attractive criminal, there's one, two, three, four. It's like there's four women, two of the same guy, and then ads. So I'd search beautiful criminal. It's probably because I used the word
Trying
beautiful.
to trying to find violent criminals. Trying to find violent criminals. I'm curious. I'm just because I was
You look
gonna
at
ask,
violent criminals. I can already imagine what they're gonna look like, bro.
what would it take? What would it take for you to be with a woman who committed a violent crime in her past? Like she committed a crazy violent crime.
Like a
Like
heinous, like a heinous
yeah,
criminal.
like she murdered some motherfucker, straight gutted him and like gutted the fuck out of him, and he was like, and brutal murder, and like she's out now for some reason. What would it take for you to for you to date a woman like that? Like what would have to be true about her for you to date her?
I don't know.
Because
I
like,
don't know.
could you even sleep in the bed with a woman like that, knowing that she gutted some guy like a fish?
No, probably not. Cause like I would constantly be worried it's gonna happen to me.
Yeah,
Like I'd
like
be like, all right,
she could tell me
who's
she could tell
next?
me she could tell me she did all the therapy she wants. She could be completely normal and nice. I'd always be wondering, waiting for the other shoe to drop, waiting for her to fucking snap again and beat me over the head with a trophy or
Get a
some
little
shit.
into a little heated argument. You remember in the back of your mind, this bitch gonna kill me if I.
Yep.
You know, it's like, you know what? You're right, honey. You good. You good. You good. You good. You're good.
Because it's like she might gut me in my sleep.
Yeah, I was like, nah, you good. You got it, chief.
Like I remember,
You got it, chief.
there was this woman, this girl who like there's only been a few times like I remember there was this one female criminal issue that I actually did think was very attractive. The rest they would show were so basic looking. But well, let me show you something. This was a gang. She was like a fucking gang member too. Let me show you something. I like how we ironically are now doing the same the same thing that we're just making fun of women for.
No, I'm not. That's all you, bro. That's all you.
Wait, I don't know why it sent like that. Do you see the picture? I sent it to the wrong place, but can you actually open it?
I downloaded it.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that. Don't know why I did that. Because I'm looking at the picture right now and it's normal, but whatever.
I don't even know how to display this
Oh,
now.
she also got a modeling thing. Of course she did.
Did she?
Yeah. I mean she, she looks insanely
She's a
like
normal person to me.
I mean, you see this picture of her posing. Man, she's attractive.
Um,
We can agree she's an attractive woman. Like if that woman came up to you in the bar, you're talking to that. You're talking to that.
nah,
And
I'm
it's not
talking
me.
to her just because you said so. I'm gonna
But
remember. I'm gonna remember in that hypothetical situation. I'm gonna remember in the alternate reality where you told me I would talk to her and wouldn't talk to her.
let me see
Yeah,
if I can.
man, I downloaded it. I don't.
That's fine. Just forget it. Trying to find something. I remember I saw this. Oh, I think I found it. This story was crazy. I'm gonna send you something. Gonna send you something. Oh my god. Oh, I don't think this is the right one. Yeah, they're showing me multiple. I'm pretty sure it's not the guy. This is this one's gonna throw you for a loop. Okay, check
Wait,
this
what?
out. Check this out. I guess you can show it on the stream.
Again, I gotta download it.
No, I didn't send it. Open up this story. I sent you a
Oh,
story.
man, that means I downloaded it twice. All right. I'm gonna show it on the thing right here. Daily Mail, prime source, exclusive. She's a
Reva,
mother, family of
Reva
man.
said she
What?
did.
What is
Reva
family
said,
of man? What does that even mean? She's a monster. Family of man. 24. Hit out a married woman accused of choking him to death with chain during drug-fueled sex, carving up the body and leaving his head in a bucket for his mother to. What the fuck?
it's not
Yo,
funny. It's not
she's a
funny.
monster. Family of man.
Yo, what? What the fuck? Yo, what? That's crazy, right? I was like, when I first read that, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, Jesus, the covering him up and leaving his head in a butt. What kind of drugs was she on? Like, what? That's crazy. God, man. I remember I was watching a guy cover the story, and he was saying that's why you shouldn't be, fooling around with these women who are heavy drug users. Because he was like, a lot of the time, these people have all sorts of like either self-diagnosed or whatever kind of, you know, disorder, right? And they'll be taking medication. And at the same time they're taking their fucking medication, they're taking hard drugs and stuff. The mixture is not is not good. So their fucking brains are like insane. So like she probably was on some like fucking something for whatever, or she actually had a fucking mental health thing and was carrying on in life like she was normal, and then she took some drugs and that shit probably gave her a psychoactive response and she went nuts because like
I
how the
think she
fuck
read too many Harry Potter books. That's what really happened, bro.
that's
Like too much
crazy.
of that devil thing, you know? Devil duppy shit, eh?
Yeah, that's why I always be scared of like I would never ever let any woman ever tie me up. It's just not a situation I ever want to be in. Or like, and when I say that, I mean like being chained on the bed. Like you see that shit in the movies, and like, nope, nope, nope. Because then what the hell am I? Like,
Miss
imagine
me
she
with that shit, bro.
chains you up on the bed, right? You're all chained up, and you're just sitting there, and then she comes back in with a knife. You're like, oh, you're done. You're done. You just have to be like,
Bro,
okay,
did I
I
tell you
guess.
this one time? This person was like, they were like, I'm gonna tie you up. And I was like, I don't think I would like that. It's like, when I do it, you gonna. I was like, what the fuck? What kind of shit is that?
If you had said that, well, I mean, I would say if you said that to her, you'd be considered a creep, but she'd have liked it if you said that to her.
Man, that shit was creepy as hell. I was like, yo, why you gross, bro? You're nasty.
That why are you gross?
That shit was nasty, bro. I was like, why you talking to me like that? Like, that shit wasn't cute.
Yeah, you don't like when girls talk overtly sexual to you.
Nah, I don't like when they say that I'm gonna like something I told them I'm not gonna like.
Mm.
Like that shit was like, the fuck, who are you? You know, cause that's the real thing. I was like, who the fuck are you to tell me what I don't like, nigga? Like, who the fuck are you?
So now, I was gonna say something. What is that? What I was gonna say was crazy. It was
Everything you say is crazy.
crazy. It was gonna be me exposing a little bit too much of myself. Yeah, someone will call the police on me or something.
Relax yourself.
Um, it
Relax.
wasn't like anything like
Nah,
that. It
chill,
was a joke.
chill, bro. Chill.
What you got? It's about a dream I had.
Nah,
Yeah, I was getting the shit smacked out of me.
nah. On that one.
Yeah,
Chill,
that's what it was.
chill,
But
bro.
when I was basically when I was telling the girl the story, she was like, "Oh, you want me to do that to you? Like it's a joke." I was like, "Yeah, you can go for it." And she was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, you can do it if you want." I was like, "Hey, we could try it. I'm curious." I was like, "I'm curious to see if the
All
same thing that
right.
happened
I'll catch you on
would
niggas
happen."
later. Gang shit.
Yeah, because
I don't
remember,
want to be here no more. I'm learning too much about this, man.
when I told you in the dream, I was weirdly into it because it's like smack, kiss, and I was like, I don't know, for some reason in the dream I was into it,
You're
and I
nasty.
could
Why are
feel the
you
smell
gross,
in the
bro?
dream.
Jesus
So
Christ.
I was like, hey, we could try, we could see what happens, and then she was like, I do not want to do that. And I was like, okay, thank you.
Good. I'm glad she had some
Did
sense.
she have boundaries? She didn't have any other boundaries, but she had those.
Sense. Some sensiness. I can't even say she had some sense, bro. Nah, bro. You really hit her. I was like, yo, you trying to do today? She's like, you. What sense is that, bro? What sense is that, bro?
I think it's pretty
No,
sensible.
it's not.
Wanna know why I think it's sensible?
You're gonna just bullshit.
Nah, here's why I think it's
Nah,
sensible.
yeah, here's how I know what he says is gonna be bullshit. Cause he said, here's why I think. If he says that shit, he's about to lie through his teeth, bro.
No, I'm not lying.
Lying through his teeth,
Here's why I
bro.
think it's sensible. I think it's sensible because I feel like
That's the
she
phrase
knew
right
what she
there,
wanted.
bro. Don't stop
Look,
listening.
she knew what she wanted, and she came to get what she wanted. Like there's really no danger per se.
You the
I mean,
danger. It
there's
was
an
you.
element of danger. There's always an element of danger, but it's like she knew what she wanted and she came to get what she wanted and she clearly stipulated what she wanted. I feel like that. And now I feel like the goofiness, the nonsense is
The
when let's say
nonsense.
she, right nonsense. Let's say she talks to me and didn't clearly stipulate what was going on and comes there right with not knowing like comes there on some like we gonna watch a movie right bullshit and then now
Oh,
you're putting yourself in danger. You know,
yeah,
now
no,
you're putting
that
yourself
shit
in
is
danger.
goofy. That shit is goofy. I know we were gonna do all that. It's like,
It's like you came here at 9 p.m.
nah, you came here at 11 p.m. knowing you
Yeah,
got work in the
oh yeah,
morning. You
it was like 11 p.m. It's like you came here at 11 p.m.
thought we were gonna
Just
watch a movie.
gonna watch a
You
movie.
drove here with your overnight bag, thinking we gonna just watch a movie. Like, come on, like, come on. We both knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Don't try
Uh,
to make it seem like I had to like talk you into nothing, bro.
yeah. There's a funny story I was talking about with this other girl. She was telling me about this guy flew some woman out, right? And then she shows up and she doesn't look like her picture, so he gets mad and kicks her out. And I and apparently he had it on video, and the people were clowning him. And I was talking to her. I was like, you know,
You,
he's people were probably trying to
I
act
don't
like
think
he
that
was.
was it. I don't think it was like she didn't look like that.
I think he was saying like her body parts weren't as big as
I
he had
thought
been.
it was like she
Oh,
said we ain't doing nothing. He was like,
that was
oh,
another one.
oh. So
That
okay, because I was like,
that was another one. I saw
oh,
that
so
one.
y'all. Moral of the story: stop flying bitches out. Like, come on,
Yeah,
cut the shit out.
that was also
That's just
goofy.
goofy.
It was stupid.
That's just
But
goofy.
the reason I thought this other guy was real goofy because how you gonna fly someone out and then first of all the act of flying someone out in the first place is some goofy behavior. Someone you don't know that's some goofy behavior. That's really stupid, right? And she's also goofy for having flown over there in the first place. That's the second. They're both goofy war there. It's like goof mate. You know,
It's
like
goofy plenty
checkmate.
though.
And then right, this you're gonna fly her over and then just let her leave. You didn't even get any. So you spent that money and like you're not a Chad. I know you probably felt very Chad like when you did it. It was not a Chad move. It was even
It,
more. Yeah, it was some lame shit. Like you just you were angry about the toys and started kicking them. You know, it's like some 5-year-old shit. Because what you did already was goofy. You might as well just accept the loss. Like I remember I was watching. It was actually Coach Greg who talked about this. He was because he utilizes working women. This is what he does, right? He uses like those seeking arrangement stuff, and he's not ashamed of it. He does not mind,
I'm
right?
ashamed of it. I'm ashamed
Yeah,
of it for him.
I don't care, man. You know, do what you're gonna do. Like everyone has their stupid ways. Like niggas are flying women out. Like if you're flying women out, it's just shh. Like don't even say nothing. Like you cannot shame nobody for their for however they're getting sex. If you're flying women out,
Nah,
like
I'm shaming you, bro.
if you see a guy rubbing one out or something, you cannot say nothing to him. You flew a woman out that you did not know. That is some goofy behavior, you know. But anyways, he was saying that when you let's say you talk to a woman and you set up a day and she's supposed to come, right? And then she doesn't come. He's like, you can't even get mad. He's like, you just gotta chalk it up to the game. That's what he said. So just chalk it up to the game because it's like getting mad about it is dumb. He's like, just chalk it up to the game, like you knew the risk when you entered it. And I was like, yeah, he has a
All
point.
right, well then, ask you this then: how do you
Yeah,
get women?
I mean,
Is there a secret? Like, is being too nice not the way to do it? Should I just be flying bitches out?
I do think being too nice is not the way to do it. I think it's one of the ways not to
So,
do it.
so I
I
gotta
think
be
being
toxic
kind
then?
is fine. I think being kind is fine, but there's a level to being kind. Not overextending yourself. Like just be a normal, kind person. Like you're just an okay person. Be very chill. Like like I told you that the idea that you don't need this is very attractive to them. They'll keep trying to find out. You don't have to just be yourself. To be honest, that's a huge part of it. It sounds like a meme, but it's true. Just act normal. Don't act so desperate, and you'll be able to do it.
You
Yeah.
know what? I think we should define what being yourself means. Cause like there's always the thing where it's like it's easy to say that when you look like you, right? But I feel like when people say be yourself, they don't mean like act like you at your house. Like you don't get too comfortable, but don't try to pretend to be that cool guy in your head, you know, because that nigga ain't cool. Because you clearly don't know what cool is. That's why you're not cool. So that cool guy in your head that you think you're like, we knew that one guy, right? That we knew he was acting cool, and we were like, they just made him look lame and made him look goofy as fuck all the time, and we were
Yeah.
just like, yo, bro, relax. And
Yeah,
you
it's,
know,
it's
if he had taken some advice to just calm the fuck down, he would have done a lot better for himself.
it's like a large part of it is like it's one you have to find yourself. That's the first part because it's very likely you don't even know who you are. You know, like yourself is just like you don't know what yourself is because you probably spent so much time trying to be other people that you don't even know what yourself is. So there's a level of self development that must happen first. Then when you find out who you really are, go out there. And once you make peace with who you are, then you'll be able to meet girls. Yeah. That's really the whole thing. Once you make
Meet
peace with
people.
yourself, it
What the
becomes
fuck?
easy. Yeah, people in general. But the, like if you're saying you want to meet women and you're having trouble and you can't motivate yourself and you just feel like it's not working out for you, it's probably because you're trying a little too hard. It's probably the primary reasoning right there. You're trying a little too hard and it's fucking you over, you know? But anyways, on that note, I think we can call it a day
Tired?
and head
A
out.
long day?
Actually, yeah, I'm tired. But nah, mostly I'm just tired of looking at that hairline on your head. Like it's fucking with my eyes, bro.
You know, we were having a good chat. We were having a nice time. But then you had to remind me that you know what the end of that sentence goes. Anyway, so yeah, I'll catch y'all niggas later, bro.
Did you close it?